who can change the way we do business up in Hartford, change the way we think up in Hartford, and change the direction. Someone who has the insight to change the state in the face of the state of Connecticut, to make it a more friendly place to do business, and to make it a better place for which all of us can live. And today, I am proud to say I stand here to welcome everybody for this announcement that the Mayor, Stewart, is going to make. We need his boldness. We need his thoughtfulness on how to run government. And he has demonstrated in this town how to do these things. So we are here, and I want to welcome everybody and thank everyone for coming. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce who I believe is going to be a terrific candidate and a great addition not only to our Republican Senate, but to the state of Connecticut, Mayor Tim Stewart.
And I want to thank the media for coming out here today. It's amazing how quick you guys will respond when we put something out to you. I also want to thank all the folks here today. I have a number of folks that serve us in various capacities. Our Republican Registrar of Voters, Peter Gossett, is with us. Members of my Common Council, Mr. DuSalvio, Mark Bernanke, and Willie Pavone are with us. Former Senator in the 6th District here, Mr. Tom Bozick, is with us today. My wife Patty, my daughter Erin is here. My son would be here today, but he needs new tires for his car, so he's working. Pay me back. You know, I'm very proud and frankly a little bit surprised to be standing here today, surrounded by my family, my friends, political supporters, and announcing my desire to run for the 6th District State Senate seat. Yes. I also want to tell you that my friend came all the way down from Danbury to be here today, Mayor Mark Fountain, who was recently a candidate for Lieutenant Governor. Mark, thanks for making the trip down here today. Many of you might not know this, but my involvement in politics was kind of an accident. I never intended to remain involved for so long, and I still see myself as a kid from New Britain who went to work for the fire department and was lucky enough to work for the city and raise my family here in the city of New Britain. But it all started many, many years ago when my daughter was in school, and I had a big issue in our school system and couldn't get it resolved. And the only way I was able to get it resolved was to get active. And you know, we don't see that enough today in school systems, and that's why many of our systems are failing, is because of lack of parental involvement. Well, I took that to a whole different level. I ran for the school board and I won. And what's ironic is that I still don't trust politicians today. I really don't want to be one, but I guess I'm here today because I don't want to stop fighting for the people who have entrusted me to represent them for so many years here in the city of Britain. After the Board of Education, I ran for a seat on the City Council because I felt taxpayers needed a voice. I needed a voice to represent their interests. And I served two-year terms in the council, 2 of them as its minority leader. Then I ran for the office of mayor and have been elected 4 times. As a Board of Education member, as a member of the City Council, and now as mayor, I've been involved in difficult budget negotiations and a number of school renovation projects, including the state's largest high school institution. So I understand the challenges that municipalities like New Britain, Farmington, and Berlin face in their effort to provide their children with quality schools that deliver a first-class education. While on the City Council, I served as its minority leader 3 of my 4 years. And although I was in the minority party, as I am now, I was still able to build consensus and move initiatives forward that improve the quality of life for residents in New Britain, and I'm very proud of that. As mayor, I was able to get New Britain's fiscal house in order. We were able to hold the line on taxes for 6 of my 7 budget years. We improved the city's bond rating while other cities' ratings fell. We've introduced single-stream recycling, consolidated city functions, and created efficiencies to reduce costs to all of our taxpayers. We've also attracted millions and millions of dollars in economic development to the city, much more that has been brought in the past 10 years. And that effort includes businesses like Celebration Foods, where we're standing today. This project costs about $20 million to develop, and this is truly a partnership between the public and private sector that works. We were able to do some creative things to make a once brownfield site, which is the home of the former FAFTA bearing site here on Blue Street, former Blue Street, into a place that now employs 350 people in the city of New Britain. As a side note here, Celebration Foods was just recently bought by a large corporation out of Buffalo, New York, Rich Foods. You'll probably be getting that press release in the coming week or so, which has already made their intent known to expand this facility and grow the number of jobs right here on this site today. What all these roles have given me is a view from the inside of government. Unlike most of the legislators serving in Hartford, I understand the challenges that towns like Berlin and Farmington and New Britain face and what resources and support they need to be successful. If given the opportunity to represent you, I will challenge the status quo and ensure that your interests are served, not the interests of lobbyists and special interest groups. I've also seen how unfunded mandates tie the hands of community leaders and make their jobs nearly impossible. If elected, I would vote against every unfunded mandate brought to the Senate that is imposed on the cities and towns of our state.
Thank you.
I also know how the provisions like the minimum budget requirement, which I live every day, prevents middle-class communities like ours from getting education spending under control. Why should you have to keep spending the same amount or more in education if your enrollment, your grant list, and your state funding all go down? This makes no sense and needs to be changed. My greatest attribute will be to bring common sense back to state government, particularly in the area of economic development. More than anything, our communities and our state need to expand their tax bases. We must attract more businesses to Connecticut and retain or expand the ones we already have. To accomplish this, we must change not only our policies, but our attitude towards small and family-owned businesses. They are our lifeblood and our backbone of this state. The state will not survive if these businesses are not given what they need to flourish. We must stop taxing and regulating them out of existence. In New Britain, I'm often called the mayor who likes to tell it like it is. Sometimes with a little more color. I'm extremely proud of that, even though that approach is not always appreciated. But I'm also known as the mayor who always has his door open to his constituents. I'll even answer the phone at 3 a.m. sometimes, even though you may not be too happy about what you hear. But for me, it's about people, not politics. My agenda is you. My goal is to serve the voters of the Central Connecticut District, not myself, and to leave this community better than I found it. So I hope that the delegates from Berlin, Farmington, and New Britain town committees will nominate me for the 6th District Senate seat on Tuesday, the 11th. And if I'm given that honor, I hope the voters of our 3 great communities will select me to serve as their voice in the Connecticut State Senate. I know I can make a positive difference in the lives of so many. So I want to thank you all for being here today. Look forward to continuing to work together, not only make New Britain a better place, but Farmington and Berlin also. Thank you all for being here. And